Yay. This is Terrell, Hall of Fame, D-Line, and these are Bully Rants. This one here, we just basically going to the simple things. And a lot of people's questions here have been about more so the situation inside the ABKC and what I think about the new judges and, proposed, I guess, changes on making things work better. First and foremost, anytime you have someone proposing changes or doing things, you always have to be fair and wait to see how things work out. With that being said, I don't think a new judge changes anything. I don't think a new head of judges, a new anything changes anything without there being a true direction. And what I mean by that is quite simple. If you bring in more judges and more judges and more people, but the direction is not totally set as to what we're trying to accomplish, it's always going to be these arguments. And I think at this point in time, as far as, this particular registry goes, there has to be a point to where the direction is, hey, we are going for 100% clean, functional dogs directly to our standard, or, we're going completely towards another direction and we're not going to deal with those dogs anymore. Right now, what I see is that you do have a lot of different people with different perspectives on what they want the American Bully to be. And every judge has their own perspective. And, when you have this, it's not to bash anybody or to talk shit about anybody. It's just being realistic. If it's not set in stone, as to the direction we're going, everybody is going in different directions. And as of right now, what I see is that, as Dave has said himself, is that one style of dog has promoted the breed and spread the breed around the world. But, and the other style of dog was a dog that got this thing started. And the thing of it is that you can't have two kings. Either you're going to sit in there and either you're going to do things the right way, either you're going to make things happen in a positive form towards the clean dogs, functional dogs, the dogs that people are saying that they want to see in your show ring as true American bullies, or you're going to go to the direction of the freaks, the big muscular dogs, the dogs that are a little more extreme, the dogs that might have more flaws, but that people want to see represent the ABKC because they feel like that this is a new wave. But you can't have both in one. And I think it has to come to a point to where, plain and simple, you can't have a judge that's willing to pick, Mufasa one show and then the next show pick Mr. Beans. That's not consistent at all. It's two totally different style of dogs. And when I say different style, I'm not just talking about height. I'm talking about even structure. One is a lot more structurally sound and the other one isn't. One has a lot more confidence and the other one seems to struggle sometimes with being in the ring. But at the same time, both dogs have been awarded grand championship titles, although, of course, Mufasa is on another level. But just the simple fact that you allow such different worlds to collide in your ring, that's the prime example of the confusion that we see in the breed. And that's what I'm talking about as far as direction go. Are we going in a direction towards the Mufasas and, more what you have written? Or are we going towards the Mr. Beans and the Magoos and the whatever else is of the world? And that decision has to be made. It can't be a coin flip to where your judges have the discretion to pick what they want to pick that day. Because if that continues, what we're going to see more and more is that you're going to have a lot of people complaining. You're going to have a lot of people upset. You're going to have a lot of people who don't want to deal with this. And it's going to be more and more confusion. And even in another couple years, we will be asking the same question. Are there going to be more changes? So, that's my take on that is that, it's not about the judges and all these things. It's about getting a sound direction of what is allowed and what isn't allowed and sticking to that point blank. It's not that hard to say no champion should have a high rear. You know, it's not that hard to say no championship dog should have a kink tail or a bad bite or whatever. You know, it's not that hard to say these things. But in our culture and in our registries, I won't just say the ABKC, right now it's a big realm of things that are allowed, and it's causing a lot of confusion, a lot of anger, and, you know, many other things. So until our direction as a breed gets back settled to what it's supposed to be, you know, no one will know what to breed for, no one will know what to expect at shows, and the judges will receive the brunt of the frustration. You know, hopefully it gets better. I'm hoping that the direction along with these judges is changing and people will have a clearer insight as to what the dog is supposed to be. All right, catch you on the next one. Peace.